Today we are going to talk about the accessibility options in Warframe. Now, I'm going to go over the ones they have currently in 2023. If you would like any that you don't see, definitely put a comment in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to bring it to DE's attention. Now, this specifically is actually an important topic to me overall because not everyone knows this, but I actually have a disability myself. I have CP or cerebral palsy. It affects my speech patterns, my hand-eye coordination, and balance from time to time. So things like this actually are very important to me because a little bit about me in real life. I've actually grown up around a lot of people with a lot of different types of disabilities. So this accessibility options, I always in every game I play, I always just respect the game a little bit more when it has accessibility options. Not that I condemn any game that doesn't. I just, yeah. Okay, so let's go over the current options Warframe has for accessibility, okay? If you go all the way over here, and it's currently at the time, it's the icon right after the sound icon. So let's get into it. Hold to sprint, these are controller specific ones, these top 4 ones. Hold to aim weapon. Repeat button when presses, tap. Enable controller aim assist. Aim assist, it's interesting that aim assist is in accessibility, but I guess it makes sense. I know a lot of people are like, ooh, aim assist, not good. And I'll be honest, aim assist sometimes isn't that great, but other times it can help people, play the game. People who maybe can't aim for whatever reason and whatnot. So, it's a personal preference, on or off. No one's going to judge you, either one that you do. And then we go to video. Here's where we get some of the real, actually, accessibility. These are for colorblind compensation. Now, not everyone knows this, but there are different degrees of colorblindness. So I'm glad that there are different options and the different strengths and visual intensity even. So that is very good. Reduce teammate visual effect and screen shake. Screen shake personally just I never felt right. It's just way too disorientating, the extreme amount of screen shake Warframe has if you turn it on, because especially when you fight the Eidolons. Now, I personally, D, if you're listening, I personally would love like a slider, maybe like a little screen shake. Like, if you turned it on, maybe a slider got enabled. So there'd be like a little bit of screen shake, and the slider, you can increase it, because I like the idea of screen shake. But it being all or nothing, to the extreme or not at all, I would like to put it somewhere in the middle, like maybe a 5 or something. If 1 is not at all, if 10 is the extreme, maybe like a 5. That's just my opinion. And then we have this option here. Customize HUD colors. I know what you're thinking. Why does this even matter at all? Well, here's the thing, okay? So if you, like here, for example, let's say you have trouble seeing certain reds or whatnot. I could literally change my buff bar to orange. So there's the HUD display, there's orange, there's the buffs, and if I want to, I can just go back to normal because this is regularly how it is. Health, shield, overshield, armor, invulnerable health, invulnerable shield. Now, I see they even have they don't have something here yet. Wait, maybe they do. They have a lot more options than I thought. I'm glad I scrolled down. The reticle, the reticle refers to this thing you're seeing on screen right now. Like, for example, I'll show you guys right now. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, so that would be in combat. So it would look different in combat. And yeah, just I'm gonna actually change that back because I don't want my reticle to be different in combat. And then here we go, outline, the markers, enemies. You can change the color of all that as you need. Something is too dark for you, make it brighter. Something is hurting your eyes because it's too bright, make it darker. Just, just change it like that. I think it's very cool. Show subtitles. I always show subtitles, but that's mostly because I'm a content creator. I show subtitles so people can actually see the subtitles even when I'm talking over something. And then we have prefer default HUD as drifter. I'll be honest, I don't even know what this one does. Anyone have any idea? Let me know. Comment section below. But yeah, I thought it important to go over the accessibility options in Warframe because, there may not be like a whole book of accessibility options right now, but I feel like people can actually use, certain options, like the colorblind options, visual stuff, and whatnot. Oh, and a final tip before I end the video is if you go over to video display, yes, this is the video option, you might want to, if it's bothering you at all, you can turn bloom off. Bloom will actually make it darker, or if you want to keep it on, you can adjust bloom, bloom, and the particle GPU quality. I have mine on ludicrous because I like seeing all the particle effects, but if the particle effects ever get too much for you, you can disable them, put them on low, medium, high. I think they're at medium by default. I just, again, like ludicrous. And those are the settings. I just wanted to quickly go over all of them with you so you know what potential options there are. And if you know anyone who's like colorblind or whatnot, and they're worried about playing video game because they're worried they won't be able to see anything, make sure to let them know Warframe is a very valid option. And yeah, with that said, I'm going to end the video here. For those of you guys that made it through this whole video, I do thank you. It means a lot. I wanted to make this video for a while now, but haven't had time to sit down and do it. I'm glad I was finally able to. And yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.